Hello children, good morning to all of you. Welcome back in physics class. And today we are going to start the last chapter of your syllabus, that is magnetism. Okay, so see here. In the magnetism chapter, first we will try to know what is called the magnet. Children, in olden days, some rocks were found which had property to attract iron materials. Those rocks were called magnet. Those natural rocks were the lodestone. Actually, these are the ores of iron oxide like this one. And these rocks had property that whenever it is suspended in the air, it always comes to rest in the geographical north and south direction. These were the properties of the magnet. So, first you should know what is the magnet. The substance that has property to attract iron and other magnetic materials. Like nickel, cobalt, etc. The substance that has property to attract iron and other magnetic materials is called magnet. Okay, and what were the properties of magnet? The first property of magnet was it attracts magnetic materials. Like iron, nickel, and cobalt. Second property was when it is suspended in air, it comes to rest in geographical north and south direction. Okay, and there are two types of magnet. The first one is natural magnet and second one is artificial magnets. These are the types of magnet. Okay, natural magnet was the lodestone. Artificial magnets like bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, magnetic needle, etc. Okay, artificial magnets were prepared by human beings. Children, the two ends of the magnet, see this one, suppose this is a magnet. Whenever it is suspended in air, it always comes to rest in the north and south direction. So the end of the magnet which comes to rest in the north direction, that was called north pole, and the end of the magnet which comes to rest in the south direction, that was called the south pole. It means A magnet exists always in dipole. Dipole means having two poles. Okay. Suppose we break it into two parts. If it is broken from here, then again two new magnets are formed. This point you have to remember. See, this is the north portion. When it is broken, again it will converted into north and south pole. Two different magnets were formed if it was broken. So that is why the magnet always exists in dipole. Understood? Now, one more point you have to remember. Characteristics of magnet related to its pole, like poles repel each other, and unlike poles attract each other. It means if we keep two magnets together having the similar poles, then they will repel each other. Both will go away from each other. Okay, because south poles are together. If similarly, if you keep north poles together, see this one, then again there will be repulsion. Okay. There is repulsion, but if you bring unlike poles together, see this one, then there will be attraction force. Is this clear? Two unlike poles attract each other and like poles repel each other. Now we will study induced magnetism. Induced magnetism. Actually, magnetism is the property which were found in the magnet. Attraction property, resting in the north and south direction. So, what is the induced magnetism? Children, induced magnetism is a property acquired by a magnetic substance kept near a magnet or in contact with a magnet. Yes, children. Induced magnetism is a property. When a substance is kept near a magnet, then substance also behaves like a magnet. That means, suppose that one iron object I have taken and one magnet I have taken. When iron object is brought near the magnet, then this iron has also capability to attract the iron nails. That means this iron bar will also behave like a magnet. So the property which this bar is acquiring, that will be called the induced magnetism. Understood? What is the induced magnetism? The property which is acquired by the iron material or magnetic material when it is kept near a magnet or in contact with a magnet. In both the cases, the iron will also behave like a magnet. So it is acquiring the property of magnet. So this property is called induced magnetism. Okay, now magnetic induction. Magnetic induction is the process. It is the process in which a magnetic substance behaves like a magnet due to the presence of a magnet near it. Okay, magnetic induction is the process by which one iron material is made a magnet. Just like when one magnet is kept near an iron bar, when an iron bar is brought near a magnet or in contact with a magnet, then in this process the iron bar becomes a magnet. So this process will be called the magnetic induction. Understood? The property acquired by the iron bar will be induced magnetism. But this process of bringing near or in contact, this process will be called magnetic induction. Is this clear, everyone? Now, after this, we will study the magnetic field. What is the magnetic field? Children, we know that one magnet can attract iron nails. But the question is, for how much distance? Suppose one magnet I am taking and it can attract the iron nail from here. It can be attracted. Okay. So if we keep iron far away, now will this magnet be able to attract this? The answer is no. Actually, every magnet has around it a definite space in which it can apply the magnetic force. Under this field, if any object, iron bar is brought or iron material is brought, then that will be attracted by the magnet. So, the space around the magnet in which magnet applies the force, or an iron material or any magnetic material feels the attraction force by the magnet, then that space is called magnetic field. Understood? The space around a magnet in which a magnetic material feels a magnetic force is called magnetic field. Is this clear? What is the magnetic field? Around the magnet, the definite space in which the force is applied by the magnet. Or if a magnetic substance is brought in that area, in that space, then that object will feel the magnetic force applied by the magnet. Understood? What is the magnetic field? Now we are going to study magnetic field lines. So see, what is the magnetic field lines? Actually, children, suppose this is a magnet, this is its north and its south pole. We have read about the magnetic field. Around this magnet, there is a definite space in which this can apply the force. That will be called magnetic field. And you should know that magnetic field is a vector quantity. So these magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines. These magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines which starts from the North Pole and moves to the South Pole. See this one. See, these are the imaginary lines. See this one. These are the imaginary lines which starts from the North Pole and moves to the South Pole. And if a tangent is drawn, suppose a tangent is drawn at any point, then that tangent will show the direction of the magnetic field. This tangent will show the direction of magnetic field. Direction of magnetic field. Is this clear? What is the, see this one. Outside the magnet, the direction of magnetic field line is from north to south, but inside the magnet its direction is from south to north. Okay, inside the magnet the direction is from south to north. These points you have to remember. See children, the direction is from north to south outside the magnet, and inside the magnet from south to north. Understood? And these magnetic field lines are always parallel to each other. Parallel means they will never intersect each other. Okay, and these are the continuous curves. When we draw the magnetic field lines, we will find the continuous curve of it. Practically we can do this. Actually I have not a ball magnet, otherwise I should show you the practical of it. If we take a blank paper, suppose this is the blank sheet, see this one. Suppose this is the blank sheet, and if we keep a magnet on it, this is the magnet, and we take some iron filings and spread around it. If we spread around it, then we will see that the iron filings will arrange themselves in this way. See children, the iron filings will arrange themselves in this way. See, it will be arranged by if we take the iron filings and spread around the magnet, then this kind of structure will be prepared. It means these lines which we are watching, these lines will be called the magnetic field lines. We can see that at the poles of the magnet, these lines are very close to each other. It is showing that at the pole the magnetic force is maximum. The magnetic field is maximum at its poles because the lines are crowded here. But at the middle of the At the middle of the magnet you are watching, these lines are away from each other. It means at the middle of the magnet the magnetic forces minimum are 0. Understood everybody? At the midpoint of the magnet the magnetic force is minimum because of these lines. See, these lines are showing, since the distance between the magnetic field lines is increasing continuously. Okay, similarly we find some neutral points also. See this one, these points are called the neutral points. What are these neutral points? Actually, neutral points are those points where two magnetic fields are equal and in opposite direction. Every magnet has two neutral points towards its endpoints. At the endpoints, see, near the North Pole, at some distance one neutral point is found. It means at this point the direction of this magnetic field and some other magnetic field direction is just opposite and equal to each other. That is why at this point there is no magnetic field actually. You can say that the resultant magnetic field is 0. We cannot say that no magnetic field. Actually the resultant magnetic field is 0 here, same as here also. And what is that other magnetic field? That other magnetic field is the magnetic field of our earth, because we have read that our earth also behaves like a magnet. We will study about it, but before that, see, understood what are the magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines directed from North Pole to South Pole of a magnet on which if a tangent is drawn, it gives the direction of magnetic field at that point. Okay, now we will see properties of magnetic field. Properties of magnetic field lines. So children, the first property which we are watching is the direction of it is from North Pole to South Pole outside the magnet. This is the first property we are watching. Similarly, the second is the direction of it is from south to north. From south to North Pole inside the magnet. Okay, now the third one is it is a continuous curve. It is a continuous work. We are watching. It is not breaking at any point. It is starting from north, then it is ending at the south. Okay. Fourth, we are watching that it is crowded at poles of the magnet. Okay. And we are watching this. It is force separated at the middle of the magnet. Okay, so these are the properties of magnetic field lines. Any more property that you can see from book also. Okay, now the next topic that we are going to study is our earth also behaves like a magnet. So should I remove it? Okay, now we will see the magnetic field of earth. Children, when a magnet is suspended in air, it always comes to rest in north and south direction. We know that like poles repel each other and opposite poles attract each other. It means when the magnet is suspended in the air, it is resting in the north and south direction. It means north of the magnet is towards the south of the earth, because south and north will be attracted each other. So south of the earth is attracting to the north of the magnet. Similarly, south of the magnet is towards the north of the earth. It means our earth is also behaving like a magnet. There are several factors which are known and several are unknown also. But there are some reason, there are some proofs by which we can say that our earth is also behaving like a magnet. What are the proofs? See here. The first one is a freely suspended magnet always rests in geographic north-south direction. How can you explain it? Since a magnet is suspended in the air, always comes to rest in the north and south direction. It is possible only when our earth is also behaving like a magnet and south direction of the earth is attracting the north direction of the magnet and north direction of the earth is attracting the south of the magnet. That is why the magnet always comes to rest in the north and south direction. This is the first evidence. Second is, if an iron rod is buried inside the earth over a long period of time in north-south direction, then it becomes a magnet. Yes, children, it has been found that if an iron rod or iron bar is buried inside the earth for a very, very long time, but the direction should be north and south, then after a very long period, that rod becomes a magnet. How is it possible? Is it possible only when near the rod there should be some magnetic induction? There should be induced magnetism acquired by the rod. And how is it? It means the earth is giving the magnetic induction to the rod. That means induction field, magnetic field of the earth is there. That is why the iron rod becomes the magnet. Understood? One iron rod when buried under the earth in the direction of north and south, there is some magnetic field due to induction, the iron rod becomes a magnet. Okay. The third evidence is neutral points are possible only when magnetic field of a bar magnet is neutralized by the earth's magnetic field. Children, every magnet have some neutral points. Neutral points are those points where the net magnetic field is zero. In a magnet, see here, when the north and south when the north of the magnet is towards the south and south of the magnet is towards the geographical north, then neutral points are found at the end point and the end sign of the magnet. It means other than magnet there is one more magnetic field which is neutralizing the magnetic field of magnet. And what is that other magnetic field? Definitely it should be the magnetic field of earth. Neutral points are on the end position when north of magnet is towards geographical south direction. The neutral points will be found on the end of the magnet, but neutral points are on broadside position when north of magnet is in geographical north direction. That means north of the magnet is kept in the north position, north direction. South of the magnet is kept in the south direction. Then the neutral points will be found on the broad side of the magnet. Here, where horizontal component of the magnetic field of earth will be equal to the magnetic field of magnet. Understood? Horizontal component of the magnetic field of earth will be equal to the magnetic field of bar magnet. That is why at this point or at this point the net magnetic field will be 0. Okay, because equal and opposite amount of magnetic field is applied here. Understood? Now, next one is a magnetic needle rests with its geometrical axis making different angles with horizontal in suspended position at different places on earth. Yes children, suppose one magnetic needle is kept. This is the arrangement of magnetic needle and this is the magnetic needle. If it is suspended in the air, it is free, it can rotate. You can see that from horizon it is always parallel. If this magnetic needle is bring at different places of earth, then its direction, see this one, the direction of magnetic needle changes. You can see from the horizon it will make at different angles. So children, when the magnetic needle is moving around the earth, suppose, imagine, if magnetic needle is moving around the earth, then there will be two places where magnetic needle will be perpendicular or vertical to the horizontal. These two places will be the poles of the earth. See here. This is the north. We are assuming earth as a bar magnet here, north and south direction. This is the earth we are assuming. Around the earth when magnetic needle is brought, then at the north pole and at the south pole, at these two places, the magnetic needle will be vertical to the horizontal. Okay. Now again if we move ahead, then its direction will change. At the earth there will be two places where the magnetic needle will be horizontal. It will be parallel to the horizon, parallel to the earth crust. These two places are the equator of the earth. See here and here. This is the equator. At the equator, the magnetic needle is parallel. At the poles, magnetic needle is vertical to each other. And at different places, it is making the different angles from the horizon. It is the proof that our earth is also behaving like a magnet. Okay, these are the evidences and the explanation. Now we will learn what are the neutral points. Though I have told you, but see what are the neutral points. Children, neutral points are those points where net magnetic field is 0. Okay, and where are the neutral points that I have shown you here and here. Okay, now on the next turn we will start electromagnet. But before that, with this video I am sending you one assignment also, in which there are some multiple choice questions and there are some written question also. If you can type, then very good, otherwise take the pic and send it to me. Okay, bye bye.